So as you might know, right now I'm all about the slow cooker. It's just definitely the time of year for it. So what I've done is I've created a few recipes that can be thrown into a food bag without being cooked, and it means that you can do this at the weekend. It only takes like 10 minutes or so, and it means you can get your recipes ready at the weekend, throw them in a bag, and when you get up in the morning and you're going out to work, you can just empty that bag into the slow cooker, and you know you're coming home to a beautiful dinner. Okay, because we don't have time in the morning sometimes to be like prepping garlic, and you don't want to go about smelling of food all day. So today we're having a chunky beef chilli, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. So here we go. What I've done is I've got a large food bag, so I'm hoping this will serve about 4 people. Diced beef, lean diced beef if you can, into the food bag, okay? And then you'll notice that the ingredients I'm about to put in right now are similar ingredients that I've used in other recipes. So I know sometimes we feel like we don't want to buy a lot of herbs and spices to just sit in the cupboard, but you've probably got half of these that have been living in your cupboard for years. And also, if you stick with me, you'll get good use out of these because we're using them repeated on all different recipes. So we're going to go in with a teaspoon of each. So we're going to do a teaspoon of cayenne chili pepper, and as ever my recipes are rough, so you know, tweak this as much as you like to get it right for your family. We're doing a teaspoon of coriander, just ground down, and this is just to save us chopping up as well, so that we can get some dinners prepped like without having to do lots and take lots of time in our precious weekend. Next we're doing cumin, teaspoon. Again, oh, bit extra in there, nice. A little bit of paprika, put that in, maybe not too much, and a little bit of ground ginger. Okay, so teaspoon of that. Now we've already put some pretty hot flavours in there, so you could add a sliced chilli if you want. I'm going to go easy with some chilli flakes, yeah, and oh, that might be a bit much for my family. I would take lots and lots, but the family don't like it so much. Next we're going to do some lazy garlic, about a teaspoon of that as well. Again, you could chop and crush some garlic if you like, but I'm just going to use up the last little bit of this jar so that I can get a fresh one. Okay, done. Nice. Then we're going to put in some stock. So what we're going to do is we're not going to make the stock up right now. I've got this little stock pot, so either one of these little Knorr stock pots, or if you're using Optional cubes, use 2 or 3, but all you're going to do is either crumble them up and throw them in with the meat, or just pour this in, and it's just to give some flavour. And then when we go to put it in the slow cooker, we'll add the hot water, give it a mix, and it will cook away. Okay, so just one either beef stock pot like this, or a cup of 2 to 3 stock cubes if you like, if you have those. Next up we're going tomato puree, just 1 tablespoon of tomato puree to get things going in there. Okay, next up, again, I've got some vegetables to use that's in the freezer, so we're going to go with those. So it's already diced frozen onions. You want to put in about enough to just cover like 1 large onion. Okay, so pour some of that in, that'll do. And same again with peppers. Some frozen sliced peppers, they're going in there too. Hopefully that finishes that wee bag off so that I can get fresh ones. Next up, now, I actually have a pet hate when you get a chilli and it's really, really red. So I don't really like adding tins of tomatoes. However, because it's going in the slow cooker and I don't want it to dry out, I am going to add some tin chopped tomatoes, and I'm hoping that because it's cooking for so long, it will still go nice and tender and brown in a nice dark rich colour, rather than that bright red acidy, you know, chilli that you sometimes get. So we're going in with a tin of chopped tomatoes, and they're going into the bag, lovely. And then finally a tin of kidney beans, just drain those off. So I've got my colander there, want to give those a little rinse. Lovely. So kidney beans, drained, rinsed, and in the bag. Okay, now, would you believe me if I said that's your dinner made? Okay, so we're just in that bag. We're just going to squeeze out some air and tie it quite near the top so you get a bit of space left. And then we're just going to mix this all together. Okay, lovely. Now, all we've got to do is pop this in the fridge. All the flavours are going to grow and grow. And then whatever day you're looking to have that during the week, So obviously just check the date on your meat and stuff, but it will last a couple of days in the fridge. If you feel like you're not going to have it for another wee while, throw it in the freezer till you're ready. But when it comes to it, so I think we're going to have this in a couple of days time. In the morning, I'm going to pour that into the slow cooker. I'm going to put in 400ml of boiling water just to get that stock cube going. Turn it on to low, leave it for 8 to 10 hours, or you could do it in the afternoon. You could put it on medium from the afternoon for maybe 3-4 hours, maybe about 3 or 4 hours. Or if you're going to put it on high, you could do it, you know, just a little bit later after the school run or something, or before the school run, and maybe just give it like the 2 hours. So either way, it can work for you, but it's good to know that in 5 minutes, we've got a dinner prepped, and then we're going to serve that with some lovely nachos and maybe some cheese on top too. So let me know if you try this, and don't forget to tag me at The Class Cook. Enjoy, everyone.